Hey guys, welcome back to Resident Evil 2. So, once again, I kinda needed to take a break from the other games I've been playing, mainly to avoid burnout. Been playing a lot of RoboCop, Dead Space, restarted Final Fantasy VII again, and the Thursday streams which never end, pretty much. So, I needed to play something not mindless but mellow for a while, you know? Something where I don't really have to think too much about what to do, I just play the game automatically. And that happens to be this game. Still one of my favorites. I've left the brightness up so you guys can see clearly. Nobody's really checked out this playthrough, but if you do check it out, I still want it to look good. Like I said, I'm mainly doing this just for my own peace of mind, just to stay, not be frustrated with the games. Because if you play too much of the same 3 games over and over, they kind of start to wear on you. Like, I'm at the point where I'm ready for Alan Wake to end. And I know I still have 2 more episodes left, because I've seen the separate videos someone posted for each chapter, so I still got 2 left. I think I'm nearing the end of RoboCop, but I probably still got 25% of that game. And then Final Fantasy VII isn't anywhere near done, so... And I didn't even finish Siphon Filter, so I just wanted to take a break from those things before I got back to them. I'm trying to determine what we were doing last time. I know we have to board up one of the windows so that the zombies don't get through, and we also have to find the other separate electronic parts, so... I think we should start by taking out the zombie that's outside the door. I don't think we killed those 2 last time, so we are gonna go check on that and use the board at the same time. I think I'll leave the red jewel for now. Oh, we have some shotgun bullets. Oh, did we kill that zombie? I don't remember. Oh, we gotta board this guy up. There's also one that comes through this area. Nope, we did not kill these. I guess we can use the handgun, right?
You bastard!
Damn, he doesn't die. Oh, wait a second, we need another knife. I just forgot, we do not have a knife at all. Let's use this one. Is he dead? Finally? Oh, this guy got up too. So we have 1 guy left.
Shit.
Really? This son of a bitch is still alive. Well, he's not anymore. And neither is this one. They both got split heads. Alright, let's go put in that fuse. I know Elliot is gonna show up and be crawling around out there with half his body missing. Yep, there he is. Can we knife him?
Son of a bitch.
Okay, this area is cleared. Damn, those are the guy's brains from the first zombie we killed. That knife is about to give out. I'm trying to remember, should we take the electronic part up or should we wait until we get the other one? Also, we do get the box for the red jewel. Do we need a flash grenade or not? I know there's a liquor. We should probably store this knife and take the same, not the same one, the unbroken one. Because we're gonna get rid of the diamond key. We should have enough ammo. Let's just combine these. There's no point in keeping just 5 single rounds in there. Yeah, she can't get in. There's a zombie. We are gonna avoid Marvin for a while because we are not ready to deal with that. So we're just gonna leave him alone, hope he doesn't get back up. Oh damn, we forgot the crank. That's what we needed. I guess we'll get it from downstairs. Yeah, I forgot you need the crank to open up that Wait a second, isn't there a box? Oh yeah, I don't want to circle back to where Marvin is. We might trigger him accidentally. I think that should be it for the crank too. Once we use this, we should no longer need to carry it. That zombie is fighting to get through, but he's not gonna make it. we can safely get rid of that. There's a board upstairs, but we kind of need it for the downstairs window, so we're not gonna go there just yet. I'm gonna go over here and use the diamond key. So we can safely get rid of that once we go downstairs. I don't think this zombie gets back up as long as you kind of avoid him. So you can't just run close past him. You kind of have to go around him. Yeah, as long as you don't head to where he's at, you should be able to just leave him there. Alright, we got a gunpowder. We can discard the diamond key. And we got the little portable safe. There we go. You just have to keep track of it in your head, which numbers and you're pressing on the little pad. Now we have the extra key. Oh yeah, we still can't get what's in the star's office because we can't get the dongle. We need the USB dongle. Now we should probably use this key over here because we're not gonna have much time to use it when Mr. X is pursuing us, so we should probably go get the stuff from the locker room now before he shows up. That way we don't have so much to do, because it is a pain when you're trying to sneak by, and not only do you have to sneak by, but you saw the shadow over there. Now you have a liquor too. Oh yeah, there he is waiting. One thing I always find annoying about them is the fact that they cheat. You know, they're not supposed to sense. They're not supposed to see, so they're not supposed to sense anything unless it makes noise. But as soon as you approach them, they still pick up on that noise, even if you're not close by at all. It's just bullshit. Let's get ready to run. God damn, really? Damn, he took my knife, son of a bitch. Of course he's guarding the door, because why wouldn't he guard the door, right? There you go, he's dead. Give me back that knife. It's half used, but I'll still take it. But luckily for us, we have all this freaking ammo that we have not used. All this gunpowder. So you know what? We're gonna make some bullets. Oh yeah, we don't need this gunpowder at all. We got, look at all this shit we have. And we're gonna get more of it too, so yeah, we'll just make some gunpowder. We'll mix some and create some handgun ammo. So we got a shotgun. I don't remember where the Magnum is. Yeah, where is the Magnum? Oh, is it in the... Oh, I think for Leon it's in the, I think it's upstairs. In the locker that's closed. That's why we haven't seen it. There might be one nearby, so you want to be careful just in case. Okay, so we can't get the side pack yet. We have bullets, gunpowder. Let's see. Okay, we already got everything from here. Oh yeah, we can do it because we put the 3 in. Oh yeah, Claire's the one who gets the key downstairs. Okay, so we can do this one. Cool. Yeah, I forgot it's Claire who does that. I think because when I always play Leon, I always go upstairs first and get the stuff near the chief's office. So I never usually come down here until later on I'm running from Mr. X. But I just figured it was easier to do it now than to get all this stuff later on when we're trying to flee from him. That way we don't have to come back here. Yeah, let's get that side pack. We can carry more. We can carry more health or bullets, depending on whichever one we want. We can carry more. It's not a fanny pack; it's a side pack. All right, so we can store that in the box. Yeah, I remember now. I never come this way the first time we get back from the parking lot. I always go upstairs to where the art gallery stuff is stored. Take out the zombies there and get that other, get the gear that we need to get the other machine part. So whenever I'm trying to deal with that liquor, usually I have the Magnum by then. But the problem is, at that point Mr. X is pursuing you, so things become a lot more complicated because then you have to take him out and then you kind of have to hide until... Mr. X leaves the area. That's when you can go run and take him out. We are going to leave Marvin alone for now. Just for now. We'll kill him later to put him out of his misery, but we're going to leave him alone just for now. Oh, I've been playing a lot of Dead Space recently, the remake. Between that and this is probably one of the these are probably what are the best remakes ever made. These two, they're definitely on the list. Guy kind of looks like Snake a little bit over here with the mustache, hunting life. Yeah, the Dead Space is pretty much a one-for-one remake. Like, I've only seen a few new additions to it. Mainly those side missions here and there that have been added, but it's mainly a one-for-one remake. And then you have this game, which isn't one for one. This game is more like a reimagining of Resident Evil 2. So like the police precinct is pretty much the same, just expanded. But then obviously the second half takes a whole other turn. The lab is very different than from what we remember it as being in Resident Evil 2, the original. Let's go board this guy up before he causes any trouble. It's funny how they're so dumb in the other sections that if you do board up one window, they're not smart enough to go to the next window even if you leave it open. Okay, so we need the club key for those. We can't go in here because we don't get the hard key. That's a clear only item. So we need the club key. Oh yeah, he's trying. He's trying to get at Leon. He wants that white boy meat, but no, he's not gonna get it. Bad thing is we do have to go down there when with Mr. X comes because we have to get the what's inside there. I think it's a gunpowder or something. Yeah, I usually come to this area first. That's why I was a bit drawn by the liquor earlier. Because usually by the time I approach him, we already have a magnum. We can just kill him in one hit. Or two if we had to fire from a distance. There's Arthur Morgan's hat. Everybody's pointed it out at least 1,000,000 times. No idea what he was doing in the RPD. I guess he time traveled. Or maybe it was an aficionado of Arthur Morgan. It was a fan of his. Alright, let's bait this zombie over here. Is he coming or not? Oh, here he comes. Gotta keep an eye on this bastard, because he'll try to circle around you. Oh yeah, we hear him. He's dragging his feet across the floor. We hear you. I don't know, which do you prefer? Like, do you wish this game had been a 1-for-1 remake of the original Resident Evil 2, or do you like the approach they took with... Oh, one shot. Nice. Hell yeah. That enhanced stock is actually pretty useful. Surprisingly. All it does in the original R2 is pretty much waste ammo, but here is actually surprisingly useful. Yeah, we got everything from this room. Now, unfortunately, we cannot open up the door here because that's Claire only with the hard key. So let's take all this back to the box, so we can go pick up the stuff that's downstairs outside in the rain. Yeah, would you prefer the 1-for-1 remake of Resident Evil 2? With the only things that changed being just the improved graphics and the voice acting, or do you like this better where, like I said, the first half is pretty much true to the original, but then they drastically reimagine things the second half around, you know? Certain monsters are missing, the lab looks completely different, it's a completely different area, which I gotta admit, I kinda prefer the old lab. The new one looks modern in terms of how a lab like this would actually look, but the problem is that, the problem with that lab is that once you get to like the middle part of it, it's just way too insane. Like, it was already difficult to believe that Umbrella had built a large facility in the original, but at least it looked rough, you know, it looked like something industrial that a company could build if they wanted to over a series of decades, you know, maybe 20, 30 years. But this just looks impossibly cavernous. It looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, you know, from people who definitely have a lot more resources than Umbrella, so I'm not really sure if that was the best way to go. You know, it's cool looking, but is it really realistic? And I know that's a bad word to use for Resident Evil, but is it realistic even within the world of Resident Evil that Umbrella would have so many, not even billions of dollars, probably hundreds of billions of dollars, trillions even? Like, is that even realistic? Like, they would have so many freaking resources? I think it's stretching it just a bit, you know, that they could build something like that, because it sounds it seems like they even have nuclear reactors powering the base, which we did not get a hint of in the original. The original was just an industrial facility. You know, you get the feeling it might have even been used for something different once before Umbrella took it over or changed the design or whatever they did to it. But here, it's like they literally got a nuclear power facility deep underground. Like, where the hell did they get the money to finance that and build it without anyone even taking notice? Not even the U.S. government. Unless the government was the one that helped build them. You know, it helped Spencer build his pride and joy in Raccoon City, maybe. Because they were favorable. They were favorable to Umbrella at one point, but it's still just a lot of work for nobody to notice how huge that thing actually is. It's just insane. Oh boy, I just remembered we cannot get the Magnum this early on because we're Leon I was about to say Leon second run, but no, we're Leon first run. But we need the Dongo to get the Magnum. I don't even know where the Dongo is. Oh, I guess we need to get the box from downstairs. Yeah, I think we need to get the box, but the problem is, yeah, because we've explored everything in the police precinct. Oh, there was another knife. We missed it. Yeah, there's the Magnum, the Lightning Hawk right there. We need the PC, so we need the key. So we need the badge. Yeah, we have to get it, I think, from the box with the ruby stone. Also, we gotta get this knife, too. Yeah, we need to get the badge so we can open up the... Let me check on something. Okay, the ray tracing is on. That's why it's running at 30 FPS. I was about to say, did we turn it on, or is Leon just running that slow? But no, it is turned on. That's why we only got 30 FPS instead of 60. There's our knife. We can use that soon once the other one disintegrates. They can scream all they like. They're not gonna get through those boards. The reason I'm asking is because we at one point later on we need to go with Mr. X over here. He's gonna be following us. We need to go in here. But the problem is there's now lickers in this place. Listen to them right there. I think you can make him go over to where the other guy was. The one we killed. I think we have to shoot him once. Come on, really? Damn, I'm off my game. Normally I could have avoided that easily. Yeah, I think he fled over to where the dead one is. We'll know if we run from it. Oh yeah, he can't hear us anymore. Perfect. So that way the way is clear, so when we're coming back with the club key to open up that door, we can actually go in there and not worry about Mr. X trapping us between the liquor and him. Let's take our first health item. I don't think we've used a single health item this entire run, right? Or did we use one? I don't remember. You always want to use the first aid sprays instead of the herbs. You can save the herbs of the bosses because when you use that red, blue, green combination, it gives you not invincibility, but it kind of gives you like added stamina for a certain duration. Yeah, when you have it combined like this, it gives you a yeah, reduces damage taken and guards against poison for a short period. So you want to use that for the bosses so that he doesn't take as much damage. So when you're just healing up normally, you want to heal up using the first aid sprays instead of the herbs because it's actually a lot more convenient. One thing I do like about this game is that Leon aims from his right side compared to Alan Wake where it has the same control scheme as Control pretty much. But the problem is instead of in Control you can choose how to aim. You can aim from the left or from the right. In Alan Wake, no matter what you do, the camera always resets to your left, so you can never fully aim from the right side. So if you try to do that, if you're right-handed and you're trying to prefer that angle to aim at the enemies, you're pretty much screwed because they will not let you aim from the left side. I mean, from the right side, you can only aim from the left, and that is annoying as hell. Because I just don't feel right aiming from the left-hand side of the screen, and that's what they make you do over and over. You can try to put it on the right shoulder, but the problem is the game will instantly reset seconds later the minute you use the analog stick to look around at the camera. It'll just automatically reset. So you're constantly just aiming from the left hand side, which is pretty tedious and annoying if you don't like that side. If you prefer the right side angle, it will just aim constantly from the left. And in Control it doesn't do that, but it did in Alan Wake. Let's grab these because I believe there's a box in there. Let's just deal with them. There's one. Her we can do with the handgun. Damn, he was still moving. And she is done. Got her wig split, both of them. Yeah, here's the club key. How convenient that that ladder breaks for Leon but not for Claire. Claire can go up and down all she wants, but Leon, I guess because he's such a heavy boy, like 20 pounds heavier, he just breaks the ladder outright. How convenient. Store these. And this. Trying to determine if we need the gear or not. I think we need the jewel. I don't believe we need the shotgun ammo. We can store that. So let's put that away, because we don't need that. Do we need the knife? I'm trying to think if we need the knife or not. Because I think we're going to pick up 2 items in the room with the badge. We're going to pick up the box, which will replace this, and then a gunpowder. So that should be fine. We should still have 2 slots left for when we go pick up the grenade and the panel, and that's going to clear out the club-shaped key. Yeah, I think we should have enough. We should have enough space, as long as we don't put anything else, because we don't need this part just yet. Now one thing, if you want to get this herb, like, you can. Mr. Ux will not come until the fire is fully out. For whatever reason, he just doesn't want to bother with that fire, so he will not come unless the fire is fully out. So just so you know, you can get that herb in there. You can get that herb and come back here and combine it with something, and he will not appear until after you put out the fire. So let's not forget to change this. I'll tell you what should have been a 1-for-1 remake, that Resident Evil 3 remake. That should have been 1-for-1 instead of the crap we got. That was garbage. The fact that they cut half the game out of the scenario. Not only do they cut half the game, but then they ruined Nemesis too. He's no longer pursuing you. He's just a staged set piece, you know, in certain areas of the game. So he's not even pursuing you anymore. So they just completely ruined him, you know. They made him almost useless. The Hunter Gammas were a nice touch, but that game just has serious problems. Like, it's not a bad, terrible game. It's just a mediocre game considering what could have been. What it could have been. It could have been in some ways even better than this game, and they just completely fucked it up by giving it to an inexperienced B team because they were cheaper, and they also wanted to put it out quickly as a cash grab. That just blows. That freaking blows that a company like Capcom can do a game like this, which is almost perfect. It's damn near perfect. It's excellent. Only a few minor flaws, and then they go and put out Resident Evil 3 Remake, which is just a pure cash grab that has a bunch of stuff wrong with it. Like, how can they go so wrong so quickly within the span of a year? Like, in retrospect, when they announced that thing will be coming out a year after RE2, we should have been worried. That should have been a big red flag right there. The game coming out so soon. Because people said, oh, maybe they've been working on both at the same time. They just wanted to see how 2 did before announcing 3, and well, they were working on both at the same time. The only problem is they were only doing a little bit of work on 3, and they were mainly half-assing it with a cheap team that they got from, like, fired Ninja Team developers, so it was just a huge mess. And then that team helped out with Remake 4. I guess because now they had a little bit more experience, but damn, they really cut their teeth on Resident Evil 3 Remake, and in a bad way. Let's shoot off his head. Now he's gonna be angry. Slow ass Leon has to run from him. God damn, Leon, can you run any slower? It's like you're on a freaking Sunday jog. Do we go downstairs or? Yeah, let's go downstairs. Yeah, because we already went upstairs and got the. We already got the keypad key from the storeroom. So let's lead him through here. Make it take the long way around. still hear his steps. As long as you get far enough away from him, if you stop running and actually start walking, you can kind of avoid him. He only follows you when he hears you run. That's the key, so you gotta walk everywhere if you're in a hurry. But if you're not, you can just come over here. Oh shit, I forgot the... God damn, I forgot the freaking key. This is not where we were supposed to come first. God damn it. Did everything backwards. Oh well. Nothing you can do about it now. I guess we just gotta adapt. We don't need this. So he's gonna come this way. We're gonna... We do not have the... Here he comes. Gotta lead him around. We did it backwards. We were supposed to go up first and then come here. Instead we came here. Now we gotta go back up to go down and get the... get the box and the gunpowder so we can use up the club key. Damn, we did everything backwards. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, we gotta head all the way back here. Sorry, Marvin, I don't have time for you right now. Oh, he's coming. I actually don't like the new Mr. X team. Or the newer Mr. X team, because this game's already like 4 years old, but I don't like that theme that much. I prefer the original. Maybe it's just imprinted on me because I was such a big fan of Resident Evil 2. And that game has such a great score. Like it literally has one of the best musical scores in the entire PS1 library. Maybe it's because of that, but I don't know. It's just something about it. I just don't like this version of it. Oh yeah, damn, we did everything backwards. Shit. Hope we're not screwed. And what's gonna happen now is he's gonna bust through the wall. Because we did everything out of place. See, here is the box. Get rid of that. We can get rid of the key. Combine this. Get rid of the box. There's our stars badge, which we were looking for. And there's the liquor that Claire killed. Obviously it's dead because it's not anywhere here, so she must have killed it. Unfortunately, we do not have a key, so we cannot unlock that door. I wonder if the reflections look better here than they do on the version with no ray tracing. They should, right? That's supposed to be the whole thing it does, the lighting. There's the locker code, which we no longer need. And some more gunpowder. Okay, so we're fine for now. I do wish for a Leon scenario they would grade this out, because for first time players I imagine they can get a bit confused thinking, oh, where's the heart door? You know, where's the heart shaped key for that door? And no, you don't get it at all unless you're playing as Claire. So I do wish they had grade that out. You know? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he's behind that wall, definitely. I want to go get the Magnum first before using this tool. But he can't come in here. I was watching Vash play the original Resident Evil 2 once, and he completely missed that jump scare. Because sometimes it doesn't trigger. No, I don't think it was the original. I think it was this one. I think in the original you do trigger it mandatory. I think it was this one. For some reason, sometimes it triggers and sometimes it doesn't. It depends on where he is. I think he's still downstairs. I believe he's still downstairs, which means we can go get the Magnum in the STARS office. As long as we don't run over there, that's what triggers him. He can't really hear your normal footsteps. What he hears are the footsteps when you're running. Oh shit, where's he coming from? Obviously it doesn't work if you're too close, so we're just gonna go to the STAR's office. I hope he doesn't wake up the zombie. Let's go get that magnum. Oh yeah, we gotta pop out the dongle key. The dongle. That would have been a really cool collectible for the special collector's edition of this game. If they had done a USB drive with like, I don't know, it doesn't even have to be that big, just a few gigabytes. But shaped in the police stars badge. You know, shaped like the stars badge. And especially if it had been like, I don't know, Brad's or Jill's badge, that would have been really cool. Or even the badge Leon was supposed to get, that would have been awesome. Instead we got that dumbass figure of him. Alright, we finally have the Lightning Hawk, the ultimate weapon in the game. Most powerful handgun, more powerful than the shotgun. He's to our right. Oh yeah, there he goes. So now we're safely going to go over here and hope we can move the shelves without him noticing us. Because he is going to come back and double around to this section. He's mainly a pain when you're trying to speed run the game. That's when it gets annoying. You gotta be careful where you go. Gotta try to get everything done without triggering him. As long as you don't disturb his eating, he won't bite you. Just to be clear, he's not gonna get up and attack you. Just leave him be. Alright, and we're safe. Yeah, as long as you let that guy there stay, you know, just stay unbothered enjoying his meal, he's not actually gonna... He won't actually attack you. This guy will. Screw that guy. I really like how they redesigned the clock tower here. Which makes me wish they had actually bothered to do the clock tower in Resident Evil 3. I don't know why you're gonna skip what's one of the centerpieces of the game. It's funny, Capcom put out that survey like 2 weeks ago or last week, something like that. Well, what would you like to see in the game and what type of game would you like to see from them? And apparently many people just put like completed Resident Evil 3 remake with the clock tower and the park. That's what people want to see. They don't want to see a new game. They don't want to see any Mega Man games for the most part. Some people put Mega Man. I put Mega Man and DMC5, I believe. But yeah, people just want to see them finish Resident Evil 3 the way it was supposed to be, not the crap that they gave us. Because like I said, on its own, it's basically just a mediocre game at this point. Like, it's okay to play for a couple hours or even 3 or 4 hours in one go, but it's not the type of game that you enjoy over and over again because it's just missing too much stuff. Alright, we got the clock tower gears working. I don't really want to see a remake for RE5 either. I don't think the game really needs it. Like, it was a good but not great game. It's certainly not a scary game at all. But I think it's fine as it is. I think it'll only be a waste of time if they bother to try to remake that.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
Because the game is not in that bad of a shape. You know, it still looks pretty decent. Like, is it the best Resident Evil game? No. Is it a scary game? No. Is Chris absolutely ridiculous in that game along with Wesker? Yes, but that's the whole point. It's a piece of its time. You know, it's from a different time period. It's from its own era, when that was what Resident Evil was. It was heavily leaning towards action and goofy comedy and stuff like that, and exaggerated stuff, like even more than usual, with like Chris becoming Bane and punching boulders. Like it's a product of its time. I don't really feel it would benefit too much from upgrading, except maybe make it like a tad scarier. Not much, because it's still, you know, daylight, right out in the open, and mobs of enemies pursuing you and all that stuff. But I don't know, like I just don't see the point. And then 6 is such a mess that I don't think any remake can help it, you know, unless you just completely scrap the whole scenario and start over. Just give you Leon's scenario, maybe Sherry's, and that's it. No Jake, Wesker, no Ada, no Chris, no Pierre. Is that what his name is? Pierre? The guy who everybody calls Chris's lover boy. Is that what he is? None of that crap. Just Leon and Sherry. Maybe that might work, but on its own, ugh. I haven't even finished 6. Like, I think I played like exactly 1 hour of Resident Evil 6 and never went back. It was the Leon scenario, and I was so discouraged by what I saw and how dark the game was. You know how visually dark, you can't see shit. And just how rough it looked and all this, a whole bunch of stuff. I just never went back at all. So that guy went over there because they actually don't want you to have to be struggling to open the door, so they conveniently let that guy walk over there. And now our footsteps really are going to trigger Mr. X, but since we already have this here, we can just run right past them. And if you haven't taken out the zombies, that's where one of them will ambush you right there. So you want to take them out before you ever get to this point, the first time you go through that room. Because if you leave one, I left one alive, and that was exactly what happened during my first playthrough. The zombie came out from right. He came out right from the corner, from the right side corner, just bit Leon in the neck and sent it to like dangers or caution mode. So you really don't want to leave them alive. Oh shit, we need the RP. God damn, we need the freaking RPD key. Wait a second, do we? Like, do we need to get it now? Because we still have to come back for the second. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. We'll get it later. We will get it later once we go to the STARS office to pick up Rebecca's photo and the first hidden box, which I believe is a laser for the Desert Eagle. So we'll just come back later. I'm not gonna bother with it right now. Yeah, that guy burst through there if you're not ready for it. Fortunately for us, we don't have to bother with him. Okay, so we do need one grenade and one flash grenade. I'm gonna store this for a while. I'm gonna store this. We don't really need the Desert Eagle just now, or the Magnum, whatever. We don't need it. We do need the electronic part. It is 4:13 right now. We're almost at an hour, so I think I might cut it short. The next part is just going down there to where Mr. X is and putting in the two electronic parts into the circuit board and doing that puzzle. And then we go meet up with Kendo. But I actually have to finish watching Cemetery Man on Shudder to report back to the Discord group whether it's good or not. I've gotten halfway through it. So far, it's pretty insane, but I haven't finished the film. And it is 4 a.m. soon, so people are gonna start waking up soon. So I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna say right by Arthur Morgan's hat, his dusty old hat from the his dusty old hat from what, like the 1800s, pretty much. Let's save. Oh yeah, it automatically uses up the ink ribbon, so we don't need to put it back in the box. So yeah, and we got a good bit of progress done. Like I said, I'm playing this game mainly like automatically, casually. It's a very mellow game at this point because I'm so familiar with it. I've already played it like more than 50 times. Like I've logged almost 200 hours in this game, just playing all the different scenarios, trying out the online challenges, getting on a trophy, stuff like that. So everything is old hat to me. There's no surprises left anymore. I just really enjoy playing the game. It's one of those games that you can go back to over and over and you never get tired of it at all. Unlike Resident Evil 3 Remake, I just had to put that out there. Unlike Resident Evil 3 Remake, you never get tired of this. It's like the first one, you never get tired of the first one either. You could play that thing like 5 straight times in a row and you always enjoy it. It never becomes tedious or dull or annoying, which is good in a video game. It definitely defeats the whole argument some people make that, oh, a game has to be 70 hours long or it's not worth it. It's like, dude, a game that's 10 hours long but it's infinitely enjoyable, it's much more it is a much more worth your money than a game that's 70 hours long and 30 to 40 hours of it are just pure crap. You know, bigger is not always better. You know, longer is not always better. And if you have a game that's 50 hours but 50% of it is complete pure garbage, then what the hell's the point in buying it? You know, that's not worth your money. Your money is worth stuff that you enjoy. You know, that's what you should use your money on, stuff that you enjoy. And this game definitely never loses its appeal. Like, unless you're one of the few grumpusauruses that don't like it because it's not an exact match for Resident Evil 2, the original, this game never loses its appeal. It always stays fun. It's always, you know, good to play. It's always a fun time. You know, it's just so very well designed. Like, this is top tier caliber game design right here. Like, this is pure 100% grade A or S plus ranking game development, whichever one you want to use. But this is the best of the best. Like, is it a perfect game? No. Are there still some slight flaws to it? Yes. But goddamn, this is probably one of the best games made, you know, in this generation of consoles. And it's a remake. But the original game was so good that when they improved on certain things from it in this one, it just became even better. Like I said, it's just it's not a exact match for the original. You know, there's still always going to be little differences here and there that render it its own experience. It's not like Resident Evil 1 Remake where it just completely replaces the original. There's literally no reason to play the original Resident Evil unless you're just feeling nostalgic for all the horrible voice acting and the old costumes in like the DualShock version. Otherwise, there is no reason to play any of those versions of the original Resident Evil 1. Not the original, not the DualShock, not the Director's Cut DualShock. It's just the remake completely replaces it. But here, you have two very different games towards the end, so they basically stand alongside each other to the point where I'm not sure which one is actually better overall. I think overall the original second game might be better, but this gives it a pretty close run for its money. And in some ways, it is definitely vastly superior, not just in terms of the graphics, but in terms of the storytelling. You know, and just how the game plays is definitely a lot better than the original RE2. But the original RE2 still has its own charm. It has monsters that don't appear here. You know, there's different details between the scenarios that make it infinitely fun to play. So I think they stand side by side. They complement each other. One's the original, this one's a reimagining, but it doesn't fully replace the original RE2 like RE1 Remake did with its counterpart. So, as always, like I said, this remains one of my favorite games, and I think it always will be one of my favorite games of all time. It's just that damn good. It's Capcom at its peak development powers. Like, this is when Capcom is running on all cylinders, you get stuff like this. When they're not running on all cylinders and they're half-assing things and putting forth crap effort, you get things like Resident Evil Remake. That's what happens. But I mean Resident Evil 3 Remake. That's what happens. That remake of the third game is Capcom not running on its full development powers. It's just trying to half-ass things for quick cash. That's what you get. But this game is pretty good. It's a pretty good remake, and it's definitely it's a damn excellent game. Probably one of the top 5 Resident Evil games by far. So I always enjoy playing it, and whenever I need a break from the other games I'm playing right now, RoboCop, Final Fantasy, Alan Wake especially, and the Thursday streams, whenever I need a break from that, I will pick this up again and probably try to finish it in 1 or 2 videos. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time on Resident Evil 2 Remake on the PS5. See you later.